G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. Did you see this fairy flower that I did the other day? I was trying not to get a big white blob in the center, so I poured all my colors, as in more of each color and no white at the end. And I think I put too many white drops in because my petals are a bit squished. So I want to revisit this because I love the colors and I want to try again. Okay, so we're going to do that again today. My white it's pretty opaque, I guess. Not really transparent. It's my bloom. My bloom's very strong. You probably need half of this in comparison to like other brands of white paste, so it's very strong. So I only used a tiny bit, and that's going to go into my piping bag. And now colors. The last one I didn't really get much yellow, so I've mixed these yellows together. I'm calling it ISO yellow because it's a weird name, and Hansa yellow. So I've probably got 2 to 1 of those two, and that's in here. Got like a nice yellowy orangey color. That's transparent. You can get all the recipe and the amounts and everything from resincourses.com. Now this one is, and I will link their website and a coupon code down below. Now this one is Naphthol Light Red. That's that one. And then the last one is the Quinacridone Crimson. So also quite transparent. I'll do another one of those actually. I know it looks really dark in there, but let's add one more little drop. I am using the Holbein acrylic inks. I think they work really well and nicely highly pigmented. Alcohol inks just don't work because, you know, they're 99% alcohol. I think they just don't work. You need something that's got highly pigmented colors. Pigment pastes, I guess, might work. All right, so and I'm going to use some gold stones in the bottom. Right, let's get to layering. I think I'm going to do lots of little layers this time, just so that I don't get like big blocks of color. Pouring it down the side. I have no idea how many layers I'm going to do. I'm just going to do some layers because I kind of I lost the yellow last time. So I've made the yellow a little bit darker this time. So instead of like I said, instead of pouring a little bit into a cup and pouring it in the middle, I'm using all my color now, and then the white dots. So I'm not going to add any white at the end. Just gonna see if it'll work. All right, so I think we're getting down to a low amount now. I'm just gonna scrape these out. I'll save a tiny bit of yellow for the end. So yeah, hopefully you understand. Yeah, picking up what I'm putting down. That's that one. Last of my crimson. They're very similar colors, so I don't want to blend them too much. Like I'm not going to stir them in the cup because we're just going to end up with a big orange mess because they are so similar. Now it's like if you're using different shades of blues, for instance. Once they mix together, you're just going to get blue. And once these mix together, you just basically get orange. So I'm going to not mix them in the cup. I'm just going to kind of pour them and hope for the best. All right, there we go. I'll do that. I'm just going to get some resin off my gloves. Okay. See, it looks it just looks like some weird cocktail, doesn't it? Okay, here we go. Might pour from the other side. Again, I'm trying to pour gently. Again, it's not very dark. I was hoping it would be a little bit darker this time, but it's not very dark at all. Let's put that in the middle. All right, well, hopefully we get some colour differences? Oh, I don't know. See, it's hard to know. Like normally when I use really dark colours like purples and blues, I get, it just looks really dark. It just looks almost black in there, you know. Right, I'll give this a bit of a stir, but now it's really quite pale. That's the back of the other one. Also looks very pale. You just don't know what you're going to get. You just don't know. All right, let's mix that. Pour it in. Now I'm going to do less rows of white. I think I got carried away because it's such fun doing all the dots. It's so easy to keep going, especially when you've still got some white left. You think, oh, I'll just keep going, but sometimes it's best not to. Excuse me. Okay, put that into the piping bag. My big torch stopped working. I don't know what its problem is. It's just, I filled it up. It's just, it's lost its little zap. It's not igniting anymore. So I'll need to order another one. They don't last very long. I've gone through quite a few. They just don't seem to last. All right. Are we ready? Make some room. Okay, here we go with the dots. Feel free to fast forward if you want to. I'll wipe the bottom. Now I'm going to try, as I said, try not to do too many dots. Try to make them maybe a little bit smaller, like not as heavy, because white paste is heavy, as you know. Well, hopefully you know. White paste's heavy and it sinks. So if I don't make the dots too big and I don't do too many of them, hopefully they will kind of float a little bit more into the center. So that's what I'm going for. We'll try again. I've got some bubbles in the center that I need to torch as well. So for this resin, I used the Art Pro from Resin Pro, which I'm nearly out of now. But I think I found another one that's going to work just as well that I can actually buy in Australia. So I'll keep you posted on that. I just need to do another little experiment with it. I think I'll stop there, you guys. All right, another one around here. But yeah, it's the Art Pro by Resin Pro, and I wanted a little bit less resin this time because I don't think you really need such a deep amount, because I'm not putting all that white in at the end. So I did 110 grams of part A and 72 grams of part B. It's a 3:2 resin, so it's calculated a little bit differently. Go around again, just around the outside, and that's just going to push those dots forward. Not a lot of room left though. Not sure if I should do another row or not. Oh, maybe just in here. Maybe just in here. Okay, just between these ones, and then I'll leave it, because last time, yeah, I think I did way too many dots. Actually, I should be putting it further back. That's where I should be putting it, further back here. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. And not exactly even there, are you? There we go. That kind of even. All right, so I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to put any more in, because last time, yeah, I put heaps in and it was really quite squished. Too squished in there. Now let's put some stones in the middle. Just some of the gold glass this time. Just 3 little scoops I think will be enough. Handy little spoons those. Oh, I was going to poke it down, but it's almost gone already. Ah, do I need more? Do I need more? Do I need another? Oh, let's do another one. Let's do another one. It's quite a big mold, so I think it can handle, you know, a little bit more in the center. Okay, now the other thing I'm going to do, just real quick, I'm just going to give it a bit of a heat. Just kind of push from the outside here. I don't want to heat the middle because I don't want the resin to go really thin and then my white just drops down. I'm just going to give it a bit of a helping hand to spread. So pushing from the outside. All right, let's leave it at that. I have no idea if that's going to make any difference. It was only a tiny little bit. There's a bubble there. All right, that's basically it. I was quite restrained with my dots, so hopefully they'll work a bit better this time round. Hard to know. See, it doesn't change very much, so there's no point me putting on a time lapse or anything. It just doesn't do all that much. So I guess we shall just wait and see if I can get a better effect than that. Alrighty, I'll bring you down there so you can have a little bit of a closer look, but I don't think there's much to look at really. I'll shine my torch in there, my little flashlight. Look away if lights bother you. Sometimes you can kind of see what's going on in there. Not really, nothing's really changing as yet. No. All right, we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, I'll see you in a few hours for the unmoulding. See if it's any different. It's ready. All right, here we go. A little bit soft still, as usual, because I'm impatient. But I want to see if it's any better than the last one. Oh, I've moved it away, so I can't compare it. I will link my large, chunky live edge mold down in the description if anybody wants that particular mold. All right, now I can see I've got some transparency through there. Oh gosh, what if this one's going to be any better? Or am I just wasting my time? Should just leave well enough alone, shouldn't I? Not change it. But anyway, here we go. Oh, okay, no, still not. It's still pretty similar to the last one. Don't have the white in the middle, but yeah, the petals are still the same shape as the last ones. What do you think of them? I actually like the gold in the middle. I prefer that to the black. Let me go and grab the other one. Right, so there's the other one. This one's got a lot more, I guess, of the reddy tones in it. And then the red and the white's made of pink. And this one's much more orange, like a sunflower. But if you look at them, the petal shape is very similar. It's kind of more chunky, rather than the fine, like long petals. So I guess that's just how it's going to be. Yeah. All right. Well, I've tried twice. Haven't got the white center, but I don't think I'm going to get no white center and the petals that I want by doing it this way. But it was worth a try. So I'm glad I did it. But I guess I'll just stick to the regular way of pouring a little bit of the colours, doing the dots and then pouring all the white in on top, because I do get the most beautiful petals that way. But here it is anyway. So it's still really pretty, just a little bit different. I guess if you hadn't seen the other, types of petals, the really thin ones, you wouldn't know any different. So haven't got much pink in there. We've certainly got the red around the outside. We've got some of that orange and we've got the yellow. So yeah, it's a nice blending, isn't it? It is a pretty blending. All right, we'll just go around here again and show you in the correct light once again. All right, here we go. So that's what it looks like. Up close and personal. Love the edges. Look at that edge there. Oops. Touched the screen and made the autofocus go off. And there's our little gold center. So yeah, it's still really pretty. Can't complain. All right. Okay, I'm done with this now. Moving on. I've done 2 experiments to try and get no white, but I think I'll just go back to my regular way of doing it and put this down to, that was fun testing it, but I'll stick to the other way. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you've learnt something. And by these petals are by no means not ugly. They're kind of puffy. Look at them. They're really pretty. And I don't have a big white blob in the middle, so it's certainly not a fail. All right. It's really pretty still. Actually, the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm liking it. So, yay. All right. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you all again real soon for the next video. Okay, take care, guys. Bye for now.